everyone, in the last video we have discussed about push function. In this video we'll talk about pop function. Let's start. So we have already discussed about push function. Now we'll talk about pop function. So if you remember this example, for having this space, what do we have to do? At first we have to pop this space, then we have to pop this one, then we have to pop this one, and at last we can have this space. So I think this portion is clear that how pop works. Now we'll go for the functional terms. Now at first what do we have to do? We have to check that our stack is not underflow. It means we have some values in a stack. Let's say that we have 10 in our stack, then we can pop this 10. If we don't have any value within our stack, then how could you pop anything? So at first what we have to do? We have to check the underflow condition, that top not equals to min. Then what we have to do? We have to return the value we have within our top. So let's say that we have 10 within a stack. Then what we'll do? We'll just return that 10 from our stack. So we'll just return this 10. Then what we'll do at last? We'll decrement the value of the top. Now what is the value of the top? That is 0. After returning or popping any value from the stack, what will be the value of the top? The value of the top will be -1. So it will be -1. So now let me move into the next slide. So you can see that we have 5 values within a stack. And what is the value of the top? The value of the top is 4. So the value of the top is 4. If we pop one element, then what will be the value of the top? It will be 3. Let's say that we'll pop 50. Now the value of the top will be 3. If we pop another element, then the value of the top will be 2. If we pop 30, then the value of the top will be 1. If we pop 20, then what will be the value of the top? The value of the top will be 0. If we again pop any element from a stack, then what will be the value of the top? You just pause this video and write in the comment section. Now what will be the value of the top, and can we pop another element from a stack? Just pause this video and write in the comment section. So I think you have written your answer in the comment section that the value of the top will be -1 and we cannot pop further elements from a stack. So we can only pop up to 0. So I think this portion is clear that how pop function works. So you can see that I have declared one function, that is pop, and another function that is not underflow. So let's say that we have 19, 29, 39, 49 and 59 within our stack. So you just pause this video and again write in the comment section that what is the value of the top now. I think you have written your answer. The value of the top is, what will be the value of the top? That will be 4. So the value of the top is 4. Now if we call this not underflow function, then we'll see that how this function works. So you can see that top not equals to min. So what is the value of min? Initially what is the value of min? That is -1. So we'll check everything with -1. So now what is the value of the top? The value of the top is 4. 4 not equals to -1. So it will return true. So how many times we'll call this pop function? 5 times. So let's say that pop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have called the pop function 5 times. So at the first time, what value we will pop? So it will check that 4 is not equals to -1. It's not equals to -1. Then what we'll do? We'll just return the value we have at the top, that is 59. It will just return 59 and it will decrement the value of the top. So what is the value of the top? That is 4. And after decrementing, what will be the value of the top? It will be 3. Now again we'll call pop function second time. Now what is the value of the top? That is 3. 3 not equals to -1. Then we'll again return 49 and we'll again decrement the value of the top. It will be 2. Then we'll call the pop function third time. Then what will be the value of the top? It will be 2 And again we'll check the dot underflow function is not equals to -1. Then we'll again return 39. So I have removed the pop values from the stack. Now what will be the value of the top? It will be 1. So we'll call the pop function 4th time. Then 1 is not equals to -1. Again we'll return 29. We'll pop this value and we'll decrement the value of the top. It will be 0. Again we'll call the pop function for the 5th time. Then we'll check that 0 is not equals to -1. 0 is not equals to -1. So it will again pop 19. Now it will decrement the value of the top. It will be -1. Now if we trying to call the pop function for the 6th time, let's say we'll again call the pop function. Then what will happen? What is the value of the top? The value of the top is -1. So it means it will just print that our stack is underflow. So what is the value of t? That is -1. -1 is equals to -1. So it will return false. So this function won't be executed. We'll just print that our stack is underflow. So I think this portion is clear that how pop works. Now we'll go for the code. As you can see in my screen that I have written #stdio.h, stdbool.h, max min. This is the stack that we have defined, that is stack max. What is the size of the stack? The size of the stack is 5. What is the value of the top? That is -1. And this is the not underflow function. So in this function we are checking that if our top not equals to min, then we'll just return true, otherwise we'll return false. So what is the value of the min? The value of the min is -1. So I think this portion is clear. And you can see that we have defined the void print stack. So this print stack function is not relevant to our stack. I have added this function only for your reference. And this is the pop function. So at first what we'll do, so it means we'll just check that our stack is underflow or not. If our stack is not underflow, then we'll just pop the value. So you can return the value from here. For that we have to write int here and you can just return the value. Otherwise you can print the value we have popped. Then what we are doing, we are decrementing the value of the top. And else we'll just print that stack is underflow. And this is a push function. We have discussed this function in the previous video. If you don't know what push function is, just click on the I button, then you can see that video. And this is the main function. So how many elements we are pushing? We are pushing 6 elements, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And what is the size of the stack? The size of the stack is 5. So it means we cannot insert the 60. It will just print that stack is overflow. And how many times we are calling this pop function? We are calling this pop function 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are calling this pop function 7 times. It means we cannot pop anything in the last 2 functions because our stack will be empty. So let me compile this code and let me run this code. So at first you can see that we have inserted 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And after that it's saying that our stack is overflow. So these are the values we have within our stack. And you can see that we are calling the pop function. So at first what value we have popped? We have popped 50. Now what our stack contains? Our stack contains 10, 20, 30, 40. Then what we have done? We have again popped 40. What our stack contains? It contains 10, 20, 30. Then what we have done? We have popped 30. What our stack contains? It contains 10, 20. Then we have popped 20. What our stack contains? It contains 10. Then what we have done? We have popped 10. So it was the last value within a stack and it will just print that stack is underflow. So I think this portion is clear that how pop function works. If you have any doubt, just write in the comment section. See you in the next video.